Hello friends and welcome to the Coin Engineer YouTube channel. The fourth video of our What Happened series starts with the man who bought a pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin. When, how and why? We will answer those questions today. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications and follow our other social media accounts like our Twitter, Instagram, Telegram and TikTok channels to not miss out on our latest videos, daily news and updates. Now let's get started. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency invented in 2008 by an unknown person or group using the alias Satoshi Nakamoto. It became available as open source software in 2009. Also known for not being tied to any central bank or single administrator, Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that can be transferred from user to user on the Bitcoin network without intermediaries. Transactions are verified by network nodes via cryptography and recorded in a public ledger called the blockchain. Only 2 years after the global financial crisis, people had begun to question the current economic models, economic policies, and money as a store of value. And Bitcoin offered new hope to the people. Between 2009 and 2013, Bitcoin attracted the attention of many tech enthusiasts with its decentralized structure, white paper, and mining opportunities. In 2013, the total value of Bitcoin exceeded $1 billion. By now, we all know that, but if you don't yet, you can watch our various tutorials to learn more about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and NFTs. The first Bitcoin transfer was between Harold Finley and Satoshi Nakamoto to test its validity shortly after it became active. Finley back then worked as a software developer and helped Nakamoto in the development of Bitcoin. Bitcoin shows a point-to-point distributed network feature, and transactions made in this network reach other points instantly so that the payment from which address to which address is recorded. Thus, the records are in structures called blocks. Each block contains the hash expression of the last block before it and creates an almost impenetrable blockchain. The aim is to avoid double spending and to keep records of submissions. The process of minting coins is called mining. Mining is the general name of the process of performing mathematical operations using computational power like CPUs. There are nodes in the Bitcoin network, and those who download the offered Bitcoin software and perform actions that require intensive progressing power on their hardware to solve those nodes are called miners. And Laszlo was a miner. He also used his codes to increase the hash rate and could collect more Bitcoin. But collecting Bitcoin was not a problem. The problem was to spend those Bitcoins, because back then there were no places to accept Bitcoin for payments. Only a handful of people knew about Bitcoin, and for the rest of the world, it was nothing. The first commercial Bitcoin transaction in history occurred by a Floridian programmer named Laszlo on May 22, 2010. He paid 10,000 Bitcoin, which at that time was equal to $41. At its peak, that amount would have been worth $690 million, and as of today, it is worth $200 million. Like Finley and many others, Laszlo contributed in many ways to the development of Bitcoin, but people know him as the guy who paid $690 million for 2 pizzas. But why did he do it? Bitcoin was practically worth nothing, and there were no places that would allow anyone to purchase anything with Bitcoin back then. Laszlo wanted to change that, so he offered 10,000 Bitcoin on a forum called Bitcoin Talk for anyone who would accept to send 2 pizzas. He said, I will pay 10,000 Bitcoins for a couple of pizzas, like maybe 2 large ones, so I have some left over for the next day. I like having leftover pizza to nibble on later. You can make the pizza yourself and bring it to my house, or order it for me from a delivery place. But what I'm aiming for is getting food delivered in exchange for Bitcoins where I don't have to order or prepare it myself. Kind of like ordering a breakfast platter at a hotel or something. They bring you something to eat and you are happy. Shortly after, a guy named Jeremy accepted Laszlo's offer and ordered 2 pizzas from Papa John's for Laszlo. Even then, the recipient got a bargain, paying around $30 for the pizzas, while 10,000 Bitcoins were worth approximately $41 at a time. Since the start of Bitcoin, those pizzas have gotten more expensive. Only 9 months after the purchase, Bitcoin reached parity with the US dollar, making the 2 pizzas worth $10,000. But again, hodling Bitcoin like today wasn't the idea. The purpose was to prove that Bitcoin is usable as a payment tool like fiat currencies. And he did it. Ever since, May 22 is celebrated as Bitcoin Pizza Day. People celebrate Laszlo's heroic action by buying 2 pizzas and sharing them. Pizza restaurants also contribute to the celebration by offering discounts to customers who pay in Bitcoin. Now let's hear it from Laszlo.
I just honestly thought it would be really cool if I could say, hey, I just traded this, open source internet money for a real world good. And I thought, what better thing than food? Food is a basic necessity. And, pizza, every geek understands pizza.
So how did you actually buy a pizza?
I just posted on the forum. I said, if anybody's interested, I'm offering 10,000 Bitcoins in exchange for some pizza. And somebody there said, hey, I'll take you up on that offer. So I sent him the 10,000 Bitcoin. I said, okay, here it is. I'm waiting for my pizza. And, he phoned it in, he paid with his credit card, and the pizza showed up at my door. Here you can see the original pizzas, and that's my daughter's hand. She was a year old.
Wow. So you paid 10,000 Bitcoins for one pizza?
It was two pizzas, actually.
Oh, you got two pizzas out of it.
And, maybe the person spent $30, $40, something like that.
What would it be worth today?
$80 million, I don't know.
$80 million.
A lot. People laugh at that, but at the time it wasn't worth anything.
Right. Is it true some people celebrate the anniversary of the day you bought the pizza?
Yeah, May 22nd, Bitcoin Pizza Day. So
it's called Bitcoin Pizza Day?
It is.
Raise your pizza.
Raise your pizza.
Raise your pizza. Toast to the one and only Laszlo. Thanks for being here and coming, and thanks for inspiring International Bitcoin Pizza Day. This is awesome. Cheers to you.
That's kind of cool, though, that around the world, people who know about it celebrate what you did, May 22nd.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to kind of have a holiday in my honor.
I'm going to mark it down on my calendar.
Thanks to people like Laszlo, we can purchase almost anything with cryptocurrencies today. Bitcoin, no doubt, has changed the world we live in forever. In 22 years, with the introduction of Web3 into our lives, digital environments and Bitcoin have become more valuable than ever before. Technology to art, gaming to sports, shopping, lecturing, gambling, advertising, and many more are now available through blockchains. Nobody cared about Bitcoin 22 years ago, yet today there is a country with a national currency of Bitcoin. Soon NFT island citizenships will start. Metaverses are developing every day, and soon through virtual reality we will be able to spend more quality time in it. And all thanks to a handful of people. Thank you Laszlo for spending $690 million on two pizzas to show the world that Bitcoin is something. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like under this video. Also subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications, and follow our Telegram, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok channels to not miss out on any news and updates. Thank you for watching and take care until next time.